Hey, thanks for joining me today at AndrewCarsonIllustration.com.
We got a new project today. This was a Christmas time commission that I completed just before Christmas Eve. This is Juneau the Dog, and this was done for Sarah and her boyfriend. This is a 12 by 24 acrylic painting done on a gallery canvas, and this is Juneau. Very charismatic dog, I might add. Just totally posing for a painting. So here we go. I just got started with her. To do this commission, I started out with a pencil sketch, and I kept the chair that she's sitting in right now. And I changed the wall behind her to be a window with a kind of a night sky, sort of a space scene instead. But I pretty much kept her environment in the painting. And at this stage, I'm just setting her up, really, just getting those proportions and placement of where she is on the canvas is important too, so that it feels balanced. And once I got her basic proportions in, then really what we're doing today, what I'm going to show you today is all of the gray tones. I set up all of the values, the blacks and whites and grays first before all of the painting actually comes on. So at the end of this session, we'll be done mostly with the value work. There's a lot of stuff going on in this painting too. It took a while to get all these values in. Her backgrounds took the most time. Building in all of the background all around her. And so the important thing here is to create a hard edge and then to soften it. So I start with the blacks and then kind of work my way to the lighter areas and then create the contrasts. So you have that hard edge on the one side and it sort of fades into a lighter tone gradually. That's how you get the definition. You can kind of see Juneau pop out by asserting all of her backgrounds first. Her paws start to show, or her form starts to really pop out. It's a good idea to work from the back forward, so I'm working over all the background stuff before I really get to her. It's important to get all the details around the subject and then kind of work your way in. Go from the darkest areas forward with respect to the chair. And just be really aware and present to the darks and lights. Creating a border here for my window. I wanted to create space, literally and metaphorically, behind Juneau because I just didn't want it to be cluttered with objects and items. So I thought it would be better to have a background. Continuing basically the outline of Juneau, where she's resting on the chair. Every little detail. You pretty much have to do the whole painting in black and white. It's really the best way to go. There's a lot of different ways to approach a painting, you guys, but this is a really good way to get all the lights and shadows of the painting sorted out before you really lay down the colors. Now I'm starting to focus in a little bit more on Juneau herself. This is really important. What I'm doing here is I'm using white to capture light and how light falls on objects. So all the white and the grays that I'm using there, I'm trying to reinforce how light falls on that quilt and also the spaces in between, the shadows that it misses. Then reinforcing the shadows. And we're reaching the end of this value session, and I'm going to do a little summary of how far we've gotten here. And so this is where we started today. And this is where we've ended up at the end of today. And I've got a sneak peek here for where we're going to end up. This is where the painting ends up, and this is where we'll show you how to get all this color on with the next chapter. And that's it. Thanks so much for stopping by to my video tutorial and my latest session here. If you guys enjoy this stuff and want to learn a little bit more about it, reach out to me about my twice-a-month live video sessions where I show you guys how to work with these concepts in real time. I use charcoal as my medium. Well worth a minute. Reach out and let me know. Otherwise, have a fantastic week, everyone. Stay safe, be well, and I'll see you next week.